Hello and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Kendra and I'm up here with Dutch and Kay, and we are just about to get into The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Also, we're going to check out The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 edition. And we're going to check out Zelda Notes. So we're going to be doing a lot.
Got a lot to cover.
But we're going to start out with some footage of Breath of the Wild. So we will get right into that. We're going to have some side-by-side footage of the original Breath of the Wild on the right, and then the new Nintendo Switch 2 edition here on the left.
And right away, you can already tell how much clearer the resolution is.
It's
in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yes,
the detail on the
very
floor, like you
apparent.
can see all the little lines in the design there.
It looks so good. And we're starting out at the very beginning of the game. Anyone who's played this before will obviously recognize this scene.
Iconic.
It is, and kind of emotional. We're coming up to the edge here, and we're going to look out over the horizon.
It's a very iconic moment in
So
Breath of the
beautiful.
Wild. And already you can see the textures and how much
Yeah,
crisper
the detail,
and
like
cleaner
the trees
it
in the
looks.
horizon, you can see like there's more detail.
Yeah, you
and
can
even in the
see so
forest close
far.
up.
Mhm. I mean, even looking at the definition on the cliff where Link is standing, it's
And the lighting as well.
breathtaking. Of the wild.
Good
taking.
one. You see it.
And here you can see even each individual raindrop.
Yeah,
makes
the
its own
texture of
puddle
the rain.
here. It's really
And
crisp.
Link's adorable rosy cheeks, because it's chilly up there.
And in a moment, we're going to go ahead and warp into the Korok Forest.
And this is something, yes, this is something that people really appreciate, especially if you're coming back to the game for a second time. The load times are quite
Yeah.
a bit faster on the
Look at
Nintendo
that.
Switch
yeah,
2
look
edition.
at, here's
So
a quick
Immediately
comparison
apparent.
side by side in real time.
it's a race.
It's not
Who will
much-
win?
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's no competition.
Which
there.
Link will win?
Yeah. So more time slaying monsters and less time watching the loading screen, which is great.
It's just great.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that is a substantial difference.
It really is.
And we've warped here into the woods, and this is a section of the game that has a lot going on. Like lots of things to animate, lots of Koroks popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything. And the Nintendo Switch 2 handles it amazingly. It's super smooth.
Yeah, again, look at the difference in the lighting, the
And
textures.
the improved
grass.
frame rate is extremely
No, you're not going to grab it? Okay. Maybe later.
Just going for a walk in the woods.
Okay, just splashing around, looking for some Korok friends.
It's just, it looks so smooth.
It really does. Yeah, and I will say the first time I played Breath of the Wild, one of the first things I did actually was to run up to the top of a nearby mountain and just watch the sunset. And I cannot wait to do that in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, just to see how pretty it is and how colorful.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Isn't like the light and like the details on the individual blades of grass there as he goes
little
through?
moats in the air.
Oh yeah,
See
you're right. I
those?
see those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really gorgeous.
Oh, I never noticed that before. That's
Well, and the other thing that we haven't seen in this side-by-side comparison, but even opening the menus and switching between the different tabs of the menus is a lot smoother and quicker in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition when you compare it to the old version. So
Yeah, and we'll have a chance to check that out in just a little bit when we get into Tears of the Kingdom.
that's right.
Yeah,
And the difference here is just amazing.
Quick
It's so smooth.
panorama. Yeah.
and I mean, you know, he's hanging out in the forest because that's, why wouldn't you? Like, why would you
wouldn't
want to
you?
just be hanging out in a peaceful forest where everything is lovely and there's little Koroks?
Listening to that music, it's gorgeous.
All right.
All right, so we're going to switch now into Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I'm standing here on the Great Sky Island, and you can just see the beautiful Temple of Time in the distance. But we're not going to stay here. I'm going to go
We're not
ahead.
here for long.
Yeah, we're not here for long. I'm going to go
places
ahead
to
and
go.
put on my glide suit because we're going to go skydiving
Looking
here.
super, super sharp there. We got to see that mask. It's,
Oh yeah, you'll see it. Here we go. So I'm actually going to jump and go directly into that chasm down there, from
It's a
the
long
sky
fall.
Yeah.
into the depths in one go.
and while you're doing that, I'm going to do a really quick rundown on just what we're going to be touching on in Zelda notes. So we're going to be speaking to the voice memories, the navigation, my play data, global play data, daily bonus, photo studio, item sharing, and auto build sharing. So almost everything.
A lot. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, we've got a lot of grounds to cover.
And if you missed that in the direct, Zelda Notes is a service that's part of the Nintendo Switch app, and it's designed to be used with both both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yep, that's right.
I'm just going to speed up down this chasm here.
Woo! Woo! Oh my goodness!
And look at that. We are already
The glide
here.
suit helps a lot for that landing.
It's
and
beautiful.
the transition was super fast.
So fast, so smooth. It just feels really good. Everything feels like the controls are reacting quicker. It's very intuitive.
All right, so let's hop into Zelda Notes. Let's take a look at some of these features. We're going to start with navigation here. So if we look at the app screen, this is the home screen. Again, this is within the Nintendo Switch app. So we see navigation at the top in the middle there. So I'm going to tap that and open it up. We're down in the depths, so I'm going to hop down there. So this is basically like your own personal Hyrule GPS.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our categories of different points of interest here. You see
There's
we've got
so many.
There's a ton. We got locations here. We got shrines, towers, villages, buildings, all kinds of stuff. What we're interested in right now is enemies. So we decided we were going to go on a frox hunting expedition here. So we've got froxes selected here. And what that's going to do is it's going to highlight the location of every single frox on the map.
Look at that.
And we can see there's
Quite a
one
few.
There's
not
one pretty
too
close to
far
us.
from here, right there. So I'm going to highlight this one.
Also see how Link's location is updating in real time.
Yeah,
on the
that's right.
map
On
as I
the
walk
map,
around.
every couple seconds you'll get a new, like an update. I'm going to activate the voice guidance, so that is going to guide us
Guidance
to that
activate.
frox in
Proceed
real time.
southwest.
All right, so you're going to head southwest.
Southwest. Okay. This is southwest. This direction. All right.
And the navigation is a great feature if you're if you're like me. Confession time. I have not finished my own personal playthrough
Proceed
of Tears of the
southwest.
Kingdom because I've been having trouble
Proceed
deciding
south.
like how close to 100% I want to get. And now that this service is available, I am going to make full use of it and jump in there and do all the stuff that I've been like waiting to do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go for 100% Koroks. I don't know.
Yeah, once it's available.
Please
for
proceed.
sure.
Yeah. All right. How are we doing, Kay? You getting?
Yeah,
Proceed
you're getting
southwest.
close.
You getting close?
Yep.
Be around
Yeah.
here somewhere. I've not
see.
spotted him yet. Just hope he doesn't jump out and surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw
Got
him in
it.
the distance there. There he is. Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm going to go
Destination
hide
is
behind this
southwest
pillar.
of here.
Okay. I'm gonna
but wait,
close out.
but first.
Oh, I'm gonna close out the navigation so we don't. Because you're
Proceed
good, right?
south.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guidance deactivated.
All right.
Yes, because we
Time to
need to
get
get
geared up.
We need to get geared up for
Yeah.
this fight.
Yeah.
I don't have really any weapons that are good for crushing rocks. Like with the frox, you really want to be able to get those ore deposits like right away. So, so we're going to show off item sharing. Dutch has really prepared some weapons and some other materials for me.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah.
So item sharing is basically a way to store and exchange items outside of the game. So this is all within Zelda Notes. So Kay and I are friends here. You can see Kay. I'm on Kay's phone here on the screen up at the top. This is Kay's item box right here. She's got a few things in there. And then we're going to go over to my item box. So this, Kay and I are friends on here. We've connected, we've shared our item boxes with each other. So we each have access, like free access to each other's item boxes.
Which I could rescind if I don't like
could,
what he made for me.
please don't.
Well,
I
please don't.
I like being able to raid your items.
You're still on my good list.
So we've got a bunch of stuff in here. What do you think? Let's see. So we've got. I'm going to select a bunch of stuff.
Those key eyeballs are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
key
can get some of
eyeballs, the
those.
bombs.
Get some bombs. Maybe.
'Cause I think I've only got I've only got 3 eyeballs.
I also have a milk mop. Can I interest you in a milk mop?
No, I told you I want something
it
to
sounds-
crush those. I mean,
It
You-
sounds like a
sure.
mop that cleans up milk, but it's actually a mop that has milk attached to it. I don't
Oh
know.
my goodness.
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna give
send
it to you.
I'm not
If
going to
it's
use
strong,
it on
You can use
this.
it if
like
you want
if it's
to. I won't
actually
pressure you, but
strong.
all right. But for the frox, how about this one here? It's got 32 damage. It's got a talus.
That one-
heart
That
on
sounds
it.
pretty
good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do
Let's-
the trick.
let's go
Okay.
with that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit receive down here. So that this is sending it from my item box to Kay's item box.
Thank you.
So these items are now in Kay's item box. So we're going to select these.
Beautiful.
I'm going to send you the mop. Just see what you think.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
And then I'm going to hit send to game. So that will send them from Kay's item box in Zelda Notes to the game.
So the way you access that from the game is you have these 2 new icons added to your key items menu. We'll get to the other one in a second, but here's the item sharing icon. And you can just click on this and click withdraw, and anything that's been sent from the service, from the Zelda Notes, just appears here in your pouch. And so now I have, this is the one you sent? Where did it go?
Let's see. Where did that one go? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let me just double check here.
Did you send it to the game?
I think I did, yeah. It should be there. Okay, maybe I'll cancel send to game. And then I'll select them again. Maybe it's the milk mop that screwed things up.
That's the culprit.
Let's see. Cancel. Okay, so we canceled that. Let's send. I'm just going to send you. Let's see. Select these.
There we go.
Send to game. Okay.
All right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and click. Oh, the message is saying my pouch is full, so I can't receive it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you know,
Oh, you need room
Drop
for
some
items? Yeah, get rid of some of that stuff.
maybe I'll just drop some stuff.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, you know, that's
That's probably
fine.
the.
Maybe I'll
Yeah, you
send
need
some
space for 2
stuff.
weapons, I think. So as
Right.
long as you have space for 2 weapons, maybe it'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, that was what it was because you were trying to send me 2 weapons.
It was
okay.
the mop. My bad.
Let's do this again.
All right.
There we go.
There it is.
Withdrawal complete.
Just needed some room.
I just needed to make some room. So you threw things off with that mop. The mop was the problem. Because now I've
It's
got
still there for you to
I've-
use it if you want it.
Dutch is like, don't worry.
It's the mop. Okay,
worth
so
it.
now I have that. If I wanted to send some items to you or to my own item box for depositing, then you just click deposit here. And now you can see you can send bows, shields, weapons, and materials. So to thank you for the mop,
the wonderful, wonderful mom.
I'm going to send you, let's see, what can I send you to really thank you for that mop? I'm going to send you a Korok
Fish,
leaf.
maybe?
I'm going to send you some dazzle fruit.
Oh, thank you.
I'll send you.
Oh, you're sending some good
Can I
stuff.
get a crab? Can I have a
I
crab?
Yeah,
was like,
you- I
I
was
know. I
gonna
was
say,
like,
yeah,
I was
maybe
like,
a
send me something
crab.
All right.
like a fish or something. I don't
Yeah,
rotten fish.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe
some
something like this Gibdo
suspicious
guts.
food.
You can have that. So I'm going to press the plus button here and deposit that back into my item box. And if Dutch refreshes the page, you can see they've shown up
We got
right
those.
there.
And then what I can do here is I can send these guts straight to me.
Go ahead, take
these
it.
guts
It's my
straight to
gift
me.
to you.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, yeah. brand new sentence.
Now,
All right.
before we go and take on this frogs, I do want to do the daily bonus,
Yes.
so I can have
yeah,
a little
okay.
bit of a
right.
little bit of a leg up.
So we see the
Yes.
daily bonus. That's the one right in the middle of the app screen here. So we'll go to the daily bonus. And this is a little roulette here that we can spin. So I'm going to tap that to start. And we're going to get a random effect. A lot of them are the same kind of effects that you would get from eating a meal in the game.
Come on.
So I'm going to stop it. What do you want me to get for you?
Well, I would really love something with gloom resistance.
Gloom resistance.
that
All right,
would
here we
be
go. Big money,
handy.
big money, big
Yeah,
money.
if you
right?
can get it. If you can get it.
Warning meal.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Getting
Gloom
a warning
resistance.
meal.
We got
Yeah. Oh, you got
Nice.
gloom resistance.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, just want to point out that was completely random.
it. What are you talking about?
We sent good vibes to it. So okay. So now that that's activated, I can go into the game here and
Nice,
use
that's
it
awesome.
this way. Thank you. That's exactly
that
what I
works
wanted.
out.
that was skill. You
Turned
I
out.
asked you what you wanted and I gave it to
That
you.
turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and equip. Oh, I've got this thing
That-
equipped. I want to equip my rocket shield, and we're going to go do glorious battle.
Nice.
All right.
And the one thing I want to say about the daily bonus is that it does it resets from the time that you use it 24 hours. So from whatever time you use it, 24 hours later, you can use it again.
Oh no, he's seen me already.
There you go.
Got
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
you
All
found
right.
Sights on you. Nice shot.
Yeah.
He's got really long
those
distance
pixel
vision,
balls.
doesn't he? Saw me from a long way away.
Another thing I want to say while Kay is getting in here is that regarding item box, you can send 10 items a day into basically and treat it as an external storage. So
Yeah.
if you want to use
That
it
worked
that
out
way,
really
you
well.
have the ability to do so.
And you can even transfer items between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You can send them between games to yourself.
Yeah,
So
which
if you
is
got like a huge
amazing.
stash of diamonds or whatever in one game, then you can
You can
transfer
hook
that to
yourself up in the other
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
It's not always 1-to-1 because the items aren't exactly the same, but you might get like a rough equivalent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Wow, you're making quick
yeah.
work of that,
Yeah,
Prox, with
this
this epic.
sword is really good.
You sure you don't want to use that mop though? It's
you
there
know,
for
the
you.
last hit,
It's there.
We'll have a place for it later. All right. I'm gonna walk away from the explosion all
There you
cool,
go.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, here I am.
That's a strut.
Nice.
I should have equipped the mop
Excellent.
for that.
There you
okay,
go.
well, you know what? I'll equip it now.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
My beautiful-
that is beautiful.
You can break the milk and mop it up in one smooth motion.
Beautiful thing.
I don't
made,
know
Dutch.
why you would. Well, I can find a use for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have completed our task of defeating our frogs, I actually know that there is a point down here where I can ascend to the surface. We're
Light
going to go
route.
back up to the surface. But to get there, I would really like a vehicle.
Yeah,
so
okay.
this is a good time to show off the auto build sharing feature of the app.
Yes. So let's go to the home screen of the app again. We've got auto build sharing in the lower right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
And this is basically a way for you to save and share the schematics that you create in the game. And then other people can then assemble those automatically in their game. So let's
Yeah,
take a look.
Right.
We've got
So the development team actually built something for this for us, and they shared the QR code with us. And so I've already got it loaded into my
your auto build
auto
sharing
build
menu.
sharing menu. Thank you. So go ahead and send that to me now.
Yeah, so it's this starred one in the bottom right. And we can see it comes up with an image of the schematic and a QR code. So that QR code is what we're going to share. So I'm going to send this. Oh, we already received it here. So I'm
Yes,
going to
I've
send
already-
it to the
yeah.
game.
Send to game. Nice. So easy.
All right.
Yeah.
And now to access that from within the game, you just open auto build here. And there's a message now in the corner that says you can share auto build schematics using Zelda notes. I'm going to click plus to receive. And there it is.
Boom.
There it is.
I love how quick and easy that was.
It was
Yeah.
very quick and easy.
Awesome.
Way quicker and easier than trying to copy somebody else's build by like watching a video of it and doing
right.
it piece by piece.
Recreating
Which
it.
I have attempted to do with this build specifically, and it
Yeah.
was a challenge. Look at this beautiful, beautiful creation. So you can also send schematics that you've built direct from the game to your app. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with this really speedy car that I built.
So if you want to share it with somebody else, that's how you do it. You take it
so
from
I
the
just
game,
sent that to the app, and now it should show up there. Easy
refresh
peasy.
it here.
There
So
it
there it is
is.
in the upper right-hand corner of the
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get on this and jump over.
Fly to your destination.
Here we go.
And we're
And we just appreciate
off.
this
There we go. And
beautiful
we're off.
fire-breathing
I love
dragon.
how it kind of like bucks. It's like it's like a wild
This
animal.
thing is definitely a gas guzzler, so I'm going to just grab one of these real
Yeah.
quick.
There you go.
Smart.
There we go.
There we
Nice.
go.
All right.
And while Kay is flying, Dutch, you wanted to maybe get into just briefly touch on the My Play data.
Yeah.
global data.
So on the home screen here in the upper right, we see My Play Data. And if we open that up, this is basically a way of tracking all the stuff that you do in the game. So here you can get some medals for different, like achievements or things that you've done in the game, collecting materials and so on. In the stats section, you can see all kinds of interesting stats about your own playthrough. You can see
Yeah,
how many
enemies
materials you've
defeated.
collected, enemies defeated. You can see the number of deaths.
Wait, don't show them that.
Oh, all right, yeah. Kay has never died in this game.
No, never, not once.
And then if we go back to the home screen, on the left side in the middle, we have global play data. And this is a way of comparing your own play data for your playthrough to other people all across the world. So you can see, for example, distance traveled, like how your own distance travel stacks up to other people. And obviously, this is pre-production. It's not connected to real data
Right.
at this point, but
Exactly.
once it's up and running,
Then you can do that. Yeah.
here we can see the enemies defeated. This is a fun one. I think you can
That's so
see
cool.
the enemies that you've defeated, and then you can compare those to other
the
people
global, yeah.
across the world.
Super cool.
So yeah, that's a little.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
let's just take a
excited to
quick look
see
at this
what
one.
people
You can also
do.
see it by area, so you can see stats by like area on the map,
Mm-hmm.
which is fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Okay.
And here we are.
And here we
Perfect.
are. Having done Glorious Battle with my milk mop. I didn't even need my rocket shield that time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just ascend here all the way to the surface. And I want you to pay special attention how smooth and quick this transition is.
We're locked in.
Because we're going all the way
We're
from the
paying
depths.
We're going all the
up
way
to the
from the depths
surface.
up to the surface. Exactly.
Swimming.
Boom.
And here we are.
We're here already. That was so fast.
So fast.
Nice view.
Yeah,
Just
beautiful.
having
I know.
Link check things out before he decides to commit. All right.
Looks safe.
It looks safe. I think that we've got a friend over
Yes,
here.
we
Oh,
do.
hey.
Yeah,
Hello.
So I'm just gonna climb up here and I'm
buddy.
gonna take a quick selfie because who doesn't want to take a quick selfie with a Gleeok
And a milk mop.
and a milk mop? Here we go. This is a great opportunity to show the photo studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
mode
Okay, so
of
let's
Zelda
go.
Notes. So let me first open my album here. And you can see the selfie I just took. Look at him with his
Beautiful.
little
So
rosy cheeks.
cute.
He's so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and use selection mode to send this to Zelda Notes. And then it should pop up in Photo Studio within the Zelda Notes.
Yes, let's take a look back at the app. We see the photo studio in the lower left. So we tap on that, and we can see our picture right here.
There it is.
There it
And from
is.
here, we can edit it. We can change like the shape of the picture, the borders, maybe
Crop
crop
it
it to, should we do one to one here?
Why not?
Little square.
Beautiful.
We can also add some little
Logos.
logos. Let's do a Zelda in the lower left.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an icon. Let's do one of these up here. And then we can also add QR codes either for your item box or to a particular schematic. So we can put the schematic right here for the monstrosity that you were piloting in the depths.
It was not a monstrosity. It's a
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful creature.
And then from there, yeah, we're complete. And then we can save it as a new image. So then now you have this image on your phone with, for example, your QR code that you built from your huge vehicles in the game or whatever. And then you can share this with whoever you want. They
Yeah.
can build that same schematic or do whatever they want.
Immediately.
And
Yeah.
it was so easy. Like, you don't even have to take a screenshot of the in-game photo album picture that you took. You can just send it directly. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
eliminating so many steps to get from here to your phone to a shareable state.
Really
And we
is.
should also mention that it doesn't only work with the in-game camera. You can also use it to send, or you can put screenshots that you take with just the normal capture button from your album if they're taken in either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Those can go to the app as well.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so
Now
we
it's-
have one other thing that we
Yes.
want to show you, which we will navigate to.
Yes.
But before we do that, I need a flying vehicle. And I asked
Yes.
Dutch before this to create something that flies. And I didn't give him many boundaries.
No parameters,
Or
yeah,
parameters.
just-
I just
Yeah.
said, build me a flying machine.
And I thought long and hard about it.
So we have the QR code here from what Dutch made. And so we'll show you how to scan a QR code to import the schematic into your own auto build sharing bank.
Yeah, so here what I'm doing is I'm tapping that icon in the lower right, and then I'm going to say use camera, and I've got my schematic over here on my phone. So I'm just going to scan that QR code if I can get it to focus here. It's a little blurry.
Get it a little bit more.
Maybe, ooh,
Get the angle.
there. That. Oh wait, I think. There we go. That'll be better with that.
A little
without
bit
that
more
thing.
in the. Get more of it in the image there.
There it is.
There
okay.
we go. Yeah.
All right. So now you just have to accept that into the bank and
there we
then
go.
send it to the game, and I'll be able to create it here.
So I'm going to pull it up
Beautiful.
here and do send to
Beautiful.
game. So I was thinking about
Also,
like
what
a,
is that?
Yes.
Well,
I
got
mean,
a
you know
face.
what that is. You know.
I was thinking
do
about
know
a
what it
flying
is.
You're ready.
machine, and I was
I've
like,
seen
well,
it. I've seen it.
what flies? Poultry flies, right? Like
You've seen it, and yet each time it's no
It's
less
a shock
shocking.
every
yeah,
time.
it's no less shocking.
I
like,
couldn't
look at
attach. I couldn't attach a live bird to it, so I had to settle for bird meat.
That's like kind of messed up.
Kind of terrifying.
I
Like,
mean,
why would. Okay.
I have mixed feelings on this, but
If it flies, I mean,
the eyes
It's-
the eyes are
I've
great.
understood the
Yeah,
assignment.
I
Okay.
did design it for vertical takeoff. So, yeah.
Okay,
it's gonna-
while I get this in the right position.
The navigation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
set navigation up for the little surprise that we are gonna.
Yeah.
We're
we-
going to be getting into voice memories, and Dutch is just going to navigate us.
Yeah, we're gonna take it way back, all the way to the Temple of Time on the Great Plateau.
All right.
And we got a surprise waiting for us there. So
There
I'll
we
activate
go.
this, and then
Guidance
Kendra, you can
activated.
Yes.
Let's
go.
talk about what
Vertical
we're going to find.
Yeah.
Your
So,
destination
oh my
is still
goodness.
some distance
So as
northwest
you
of
saw
here.
the question marks, this allows you also when you are able to turn it into basically a spoiler-free mode so that you can see, oh, there are things for me to go check out, but I don't know what they are. So that's what we've got it set to.
Your
But right
destination is
now we
still some
are
distance west
so
of
voice
here.
memories is a super exciting feature here and it will be in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Basically, for this one, we're going to check out a Zelda voice memory, and it
Please
is
proceed.
her just speaking to
Proceed
the areas that
west.
she's visited and the experiences that she's had in these different places, and they are going to be different between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So it's super exciting. There are quite a few of them as well, I will say. So we're just on our way to
Dutch, I
Please
feel like I'm
proceed.
leaning.
one.
Yeah,
you are.
I should have warned you about that. It pulls a little bit to the left.
But you're maneuvering it very well.
It's a prototype.
All things considered.
It's a lot harder than it looks. This
I'll
thing
send
is
you
very
the final version later.
very volatile. All right. It's okay. It got
I
us
know.
to where we need to
It
go.
doesn't,
Destination
it
is
doesn't, it
southwest
doesn't
of
fly
here and
super well, but it
close.
looks great. But I don't know. I can say
It
that. I don't
handles
know.
like a
It
dream, a
looks
very
Destination is
it's
south of
intense.
here and close.
Hallucination
that one.
kind of dream.
Okay.
all
Now they're not going
right.
to bother me.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jumping into the temple with the milk mop.
All right. South of here and close.
Your destination is south of here and close.
Here we go.
Your destination.
There are several ancient texts and works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's history is long, and this discrepancy is one of the unsolved mysteries of our land.
Okay, so that
All
was
right.
Awesome.
the
Yeah.
Zelda voice memory.
That was it.
I love
right.
it. It's just gives so much to like look forward to and discover. And if you look at the map now,
Yeah.
you can just see how
You
many.
said there were a lot of
these
them, and we can
there
zoom
are to
out on
find.
the map and see they're all over.
Look at that.
Quite a few.
Quite a few to find. So it makes it even extra worth it going back to replay these games. And like you said, there are some in Breath of the Wild as well to discover. So you can go back to your old game and go find these all with
Absolutely.
the navigation.
Yeah, and as well you should because they are amazing.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for this particular segment.
Yeah.
We'll be moving on to Nintendo Switch 2 Game Chat and Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. So stick around. That's up next.